he getting away with this? What would they have put Michaela through in season 3 if he stayed? Like, they weren't even fit to be class president. What makes you think they can run an island, okay? Boomer and Brady were not it. That poor girl, poor Michaela, that poor girl, she did not deserve any of that mess that Brady put her through. Real ghetto on Disney XD, okay? It is real ghetto. Like, you think Disney Channel is horrendous with its issues? No, go over to Disney XD. It's a different kind of ghetto over there. Like,
No.
Hey guys, it's Harriyanna and I'm back with another video. If you're new here, hello, my name is Harriyanna. I am the captain. You are not my first mate. I really hope y'all ain't getting that through your thick skull. I'm the captain. You are not my first mate. As much as y'all try to say that y'all are, y'all not. I like to make content based on nostalgia and family and children's entertainment and all the things that I find within that. Like I say, I don't know what you're in for, but you're in for something over here on the pirate ship, Harry Hook's pirate ship. So, you know, y'all already know what's up. Before we even get into the content of today, we have to do my little self-promo advertisements, the commercial breaks. So, yes, y'all, I have a Twitter. Like I said, I am promoting this Twitter this entire Disney December. Y'all go follow me on Twitter. It's going to be really, really fun over there. I'm really liking Twitter so far. I'm on the safe side so far. I've had a few stands try to come for me for some things that I've said, but so far so good on Twitter. So, yes, please go follow me on Twitter. Like I said, to cross the screen. I'll probably put it up already. I don't know. We'll see. Moving on from Twitter, Patreon. Please go support me on Patreon. I post a lot of behind the scenes exclusive content on there for me and behind the scenes on other things I got going on in my life that are coming in the future. I also post exclusive videos. I post early access to my videos that come on my main channel. I do a lot on the Patreon, okay? Also, you have access to my Discord if you join. When you guys join the Patreon, it's like you're giving me a little tip for being a blogger. Like, blogging is fun. I really do appreciate that. So, yeah, it's just kind of like a little tip. I try to make the tiers as cheap as I could, as affordable as I could. But, yeah. So, moving on from that, we have The Progenies, the final announcement, as you all know. The Progenies is a web series that I'm currently creating based off Disney's Descendants. Descendants has horrible diversity, and we want to do a lot better with that. That's part of the reason why we are recreating it. Please go support it. We have our Indiegogo campaign down below, and we also have our pilot down below. Please go watch our pilot. Please go support us on Instagram and whatnot. Yeah, please support the Progenies. Now, we are back to our regular scheduled program of dragging Disney as we usually do. This Disney December, I wanted to talk about a lot of things that people tend to gloss over, if that makes sense. And Pirate Kings is that one show that a lot of people gloss over on. And that's because it was on Disney XD. I did a video about Disney XD, the anti-blackness of Disney XD, about a week ago on my channel. I will link that down below for you guys to check out if you have not seen it. But that is not the only issue that is on that channel, okay? Like, it's bad. I mentioned in that video how Disney XD was a premium channel that you have to pay extra for to get access to. Because of that, not many people growing up had the channel, so they were pretty unaware of what was going on over there. It's real ghetto on Disney XD, okay? It's real ghetto. Like, you think Disney Channel is horrendous with its issues? No, go over to Disney XD. It's a different kind of ghetto over there. Like, people like to call Disney XD like edgy Disney Channel. Y'all, it's basically like Disney Channel's attempt to try to get their male audience back. You are able to watch all of these Disney XD shows. Like, Disney XD legit don't have no new shows no more. When is the last time Disney XD had a live action show? I think it was Walk the Prank. But yes, you can watch all of these live action Disney XD shows on Disney Plus. So yeah, now watching Disney XD content is a lot more accessible for people because of the streaming service. Like I said, not many people were aware of the mess on Disney XD because they didn't grow up watching it. And 9 out of 10, one thing I've noticed when it comes to Disney Plus is that the shows that came from Disney XD, a lot of people are not streaming them, okay? But everyone's mainly streaming the Disney Channel shows, okay? So Disney XD shows, a lot of people are still very, very unaware of what happened in them. And here, the captain, the captain, is here to inform you about all the wrongdoings on Disney XD. There was this little show called Kings. It starred Mitchell Musso from Hannah Montana, yes, Mr. freaking Oliver Oaken, and Mr. Jeremy Johnson from Phineas and Ferb, Mitchell Musso himself, and then we had Doc Shaw from Tyler Perry's House of Pain. Yep, from House of Pain. Malik from House of Pain. And Sweet Life on deck. I thought it's funny when they introduced him because I always knew him as Malik Payne. And then a lot of other people, like white people, know him as the kid from Sweet Life on Deck. Like, no, I always knew him as Malik Payne. The show is about these two twin boys named Boomer and Brady. Yeah, they were biracial. That entire... Y'all, that entire thing was just a mess, okay? It was just so weird hearing Mitchell Musso say that he was part black. I was just like, you are not. You are not. Disney really thought they did something with this, okay? They really thought they did something. It would have worked out better if they were like adopted brothers or stepbrothers or something, but why did you have to make them biracial twins? It just didn't work. Anyway, that's not the main issue. That's an issue with this show, but that's not the issue we're discussing today. I know somebody's gonna throw a fit if I don't put this in here. Yes, I am aware that Tashina Arnold, my Rochelle, my Nicole from 101, I'm aware that she was the auntie in the show, okay? Like, y'all be throwing a fit when I don't mention notable black actors in a lot of the things that are in what I watch, okay? I am aware that she was in the show, okay? I know. I know she's there. Y'all, I'm black. I'm a black kid. I know. But yes, as I said, they're two twin brothers that they find out that they are the kings of an island. You know, the prophecy came down to them. Yes, two idiot twin boys were the kings of an island, and they were in control of all that happened over there. So, yeah, it was a mess. No, it was not a good show, but at the same time, it was a good show. You'll see what I'm hearing with it. You'll see what I mean. Yes, Mitchell Musso is funny. Yes, Doc Shaw is funny. But like I said, it's really, really hit or miss. Some of the episodes were good, some of the episodes were trash. It was good when it wanted to be good. It was bad when it wanted to be bad. And I noticed because I used to watch King marathons all the time, okay? I used to watch the marathons all the time on Disney XD. Like I told you, I've always used to just keep my television on Disney XD. And I still do it now. And they don't even play live action stuff no more. Like Parker's Plays was on TV all day long. And I changed the channel. I was like, no. Where are the cartoons? Where's Amphibia? I recently revisited Kings and I found myself getting really, really angry with this one aspect of the show. It wasn't really Doc Shaw's character who played Boomer that was bothering me. It was really Mitchell Musso's character, Brady, that was bothering me the most because I was getting really uncomfortable, okay? I was getting really irritated with the way this show treated the character named Michaela. And Michaela was seen as Brady's love interest. I say air quotes because she didn't have mutual feelings for him. But yes, she was basically the love interest of the show. Michaela was actually the daughter of the royal advisor. So yeah, she was always there to help her dad out all the time. And when her dad wasn't there, she was in charge. And yeah, Boomer and Brady literally would have died without her. Like, they literally depended on Michaela, okay? Like, Michaela ran the show when it came to them two. Like, those two were not fit to, like, they weren't even fit to be class president. What makes you think they can run an island, okay? Boomer and Brady were not it. Brady has a big crush on Michaela, and throughout the show's run of when he was on it, he was just trying to win over her affection. And it's not cute at all. I said this before, and I'll say it again. I am so tired of kids shows with this ongoing trope of the boy bothering the girl, or in vice versa, of them trying to get them to like them. They're constantly bothering them to the point where it's borderline sexual harassment when they have an interest in somebody and they can't take no for an answer. They're constantly hitting on them, constantly catcalling them or whatever, and they act as if it's hilarious and it's not. Brady made it really, really clear in the show that he liked Michaela, which technically is not a bad thing, because if you like somebody, yes, I think you should tell them. If you have feelings for someone, they should know. Because holding a secret in for so long just gonna hurt you in the end. And I learned my lesson the hard way my senior year of high school. Yeah, I really, really do regret that. Oh no, it happened. What happened. It's in the past. I can't change it. You know what? I could change it if I be quiet. Be quiet. So, like I said, nothing wrong with Brady wanting to tell Michaela and wanting her to know that he liked her. The problem is the way he went about it. He went about it all wrong. Like, instead of him just pulling her aside and be like, hey, Michaela, I have feelings for you, and she'll say no, and then he'd just respect her as a person, he didn't have no respect for her at all, as he was always constantly catcalling her, trying to touch her and hold her hand. It was weird. It was really freaking weird.
This is scary. I'm glad we're holding hands. Psst. Psst. Hey. Will you go out with me?
No, but I will take you to a hospital.
Why would I go to a hospital?
And the worst thing about this is, because I have mentioned this before numerous times on my channel, that when people are in a position of power, they feel like they have an advantage of people so they can do what they want to them sexually or romantically. Brady felt that because he was the king of the island, that would get Michaela to want him. It did not. Michaela didn't want him at all. He just was having such a hard time dealing with that. And he tried to use his position of power against her, and she would just be sitting there like, no. I really feel like her father having a lot to do with being the royal advisor is why nothing ever happened, because I'm really kind of convinced that if he wasn't the royal advisor and she was just a regular girl, he probably would have did something that made her date him. Like, I don't know, I'm just throwing that out there, but just thinking that her dad was always there to like cock block it. Okay, he was just there to cock block it. And if he wasn't there, like, Michaela was a strong lead, okay? She was a strong female lead. She can handle her own. But I don't know. I don't know. I get scared when I think about things like this. And there's another thing about this show that really does scare me, but I'll get into that in a moment. It's a running gag throughout this entire show. He's constantly hitting on her. She's constantly telling him she's not interested. She's constantly getting annoyed with him. She's constantly yelling at him, being rude to him because he's being rude to her. And it's just an ongoing cycle of boomer, not boomer, Brady and Michaela just going back and forth. It's like he kept going and going and going and going. And she kept rejecting. Like, it got really tired really, really fast. One particular episode that really made me uncomfortable when I was rewatching it was when, you know how Michaela is the royal advisor's daughter. So he puts her in charge of the boys. I really feel like he shouldn't do that when she has made it clear that she doesn't like when one of them hit on her all the time. Anyway, moving on. So she had to tell the boys something very important, and Brady didn't want to hear it. So he tuned her out and he imagined her in a more sexual way. It was really, really creepy.
Every year, dignitaries from all 8 Kaluki Islands. I love the dress, Brady. I just need my favorite accessory. You.
Just pictured a different version of her, and he also pictured a version of her where she was interested in him. Like, it's creepy. It's really gross. And to the point where he was bothering her, it was mild sexual harassment, okay? Kids shows always have freaking sexual harassment in them, where the characters are touching them without their permission, hugging them without their permission, kissing them without their permission. Yeah, I caught that in Hannah Montana when Rico kissed Miley without her consent. Like, that was really freaking weird. Like, like I said, I'm tired of kids shows trying to play sexual harassment off like it's something funny, because it's not. It's not. It's really, really gross. It makes me really uncomfortable now that I'm an adult watching this. Like, it made me uncomfortable as a kid, and revisiting it as an adult, I'm just like, how do y'all keep getting away with this? That poor girl, poor Michaela, that poor girl. She did not deserve any of that mess that Brady put her through. And the worst thing of it all, of her having to like always be around him, and him constantly harassing her and hitting on her and catcalling her and bothering her every single day of the week, is that she started to have feelings for him.
Oh, I hope she got her shots.
Whoa. Michaela, you just... Why did you? And that was... Hey there, girl.
It started when she had a dream about him, and then next thing you know, she realized she liked him. And I was just like, baby, no. I really hate when TV shows do this, when the person is constantly bothering them, and then in the end, when the person just kind of like goes away or whatever, they realize, oh, I actually like this person. I like the affection or attention they give me. Like, no, baby, you're being groomed. You're being worn down. It's okay. Like, no. Like I said, and then she kissed him. That makes it worse. They kissed. They kissed when Michaela accepted the fact that she liked him. They kissed. Like, I'm tired of kids shows doing this. Stop it. It stinks. Ugh. I'm really gonna have to start playing Not Friendly by Familia the part where she was like, in my videos, because that's how I feel about a lot of the stuff I talk about. Like, he wore her down to the point where she felt like he was like the only person for her. And it's gross. Like, other boys liked Michaela. Michaela was really, really pretty. She was a really, really cool girl. But no, she fell for Brady, the worst of them all. I don't care if Brady was the king. He was a bum. He sucked as a person. He was not a good person. He wasn't smart. He didn't have nothing to offer but his status and his money and his wealth. Like, that's all Brady had to offer. Like, when you take that away, he's a really, really terrible person. That's why Michaela actually did not want him. She had no interest in him. He was stupid. And as you guys know, Mitchell Musso was fired from Pair of Kings because he ended up getting a DUI. So they ended up replacing him with Adam Hicks, who was on Seeking Luther, to be the new character for the show to fill in his spot. So after Michaela and Brady kissed, that was just the end of their relationship. Nothing else happened after that. And like I said, it just scares me to know that, like, if that never happened, what would have happened with Brady and Michaela's relationship? Like, was she gonna stay with him? Were they gonna be that fighting couple that always bickered and broke up and whatnot? It's actually really scary for me to think about, okay? And I hate the fact that I actually shipped this when I was little. Yes, I was Brady and Michaela trash. I used to read fan fiction. I was trash for Brady and Michaela. But then, I don't know, after I revisited Pair of Kings, because I actually forgot the show existed, I revisited Pair of Kings, and I do not ship this mess whatsoever. Like you said, you grow, you learn. I was a stupid teenage girl when I shipped them so hard, and I revisited, and I was like, no, Brady's actually a creep, and Michaela deserves better. Like I said, that poor girl, what would they have put Michaela through in season 3 if he stayed? Like, by the way, I didn't watch season 3, by the way, because Mitchell Musso wasn't in there, and the whole vibe was off. Like, nah, like, And I'm not really a fan of Adam Hicks too much either. Like, I don't know. I just didn't care about him in the show. I didn't care for his character or anything like that. But what would have happened? Like, I just keep thinking of, like, the worst case scenarios. And I don't like that. Like, that poor girl. Poor Michaela. Like, she didn't deserve that. I don't like thinking like that, but I have to. Like I said, it really does feel like in the direction that the show was going, like they did with Kim and Jack from Kicking It, that they would have eventually had Brady and Michaela be endgame. But you know, that happened and that just didn't happen. And it worked out for the better because I just didn't want to see Michaela dating him. Like, that's terrible. No, she deserved better than Brady. But like I said, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you like this video and you want to hear me complain about kid shows even more, follow me on Tumblr. Follow me on Twitter. Actually, follow me on Instagram, by the way. We are almost at 7K. I want to hit 7K on Instagram before the end of the year. Please support me on Patreon if you can. And yeah, I got some real big videos coming for the rest of this December. We're going back to my roots and talking about cartoons, and I cannot wait to share with you guys. But yes, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, y'all have a good night. Girls will just blow your mind. Buttercup like villains 3 at a time. Bubbles will smile while kicking your butt, and Blossom will lead them out of their rut.
Cherish and Powerpuff, two of a kind. Both wanna save the world before bedtime. From Townsville, Memphis, New York to LA. The Powerpuff Girls are just here